I want you to raise your hands if you've ever prayed a prayer to break off the spirit of poverty and one of these three things happened to you. One, nothing happened to you. Two, things got worse. Or three, you had some level of breakthrough, but you found yourself going back to where you were before. And you really never questioned it, but you just kept on praying these prayers to break it off, right? But what if I told you that most people prayers to find a breakthrough, including my own, and the steps to break off the spirit of poverty aren't as effective as they should be because poverty isn't the real issue. You see, the spirit of poverty isn't what I call a standalone spirit. It's not the real issue. Now, here's the thing, a side note. I'm not saying what others and myself have done is wrong, like repentance, studying the word, giving, things like that. Those are great steps, and they are. And they do work. But what I am saying for me and others like me, who's that happened to, you're doing the work, yet you aren't getting any real results. It's time to go deeper. The spirit of poverty is like a distraction spirit. Actually, it's used as a distraction spirit to wear you down, to keep you focused on it, so you will not focus on the demonic kingdoms that are behind the spirit of poverty. The ringleaders, these demonic principalities that have become good at hiding. The ones who have actually gained legal right to your bloodline to stop, halt, and dismantle your progress. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Let's pull up Ephesians 6:12 because this is our first clue. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this age, and against spiritual hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Principalities, I chose that word specifically because it means the beginning, the first in a thing of a series, the origin, the right to rule, the power to magistrate. And I looked at the word magistrate, and it means the principal officer exercising governmental powers of a major political unit. It is the jurisdiction, the judiciary to have jurisdiction over you. So what's poverty doesn't have the jurisdiction over you. There's something greater than the spirit of poverty. You just don't know that yet, but you're going to find out in a minute in another lesson. So I say that to say, see, your bloodline hasn't always been exactly serving God this whole time. You are what most people would consider like a bloodline breaker. I'm a bloodline breaker. So I had to realize that my bloodline has been doing some very wicked and awful things in the name of other gods, and they haven't always been serving God, right? So your bloodline is probably the same. So to eradicate poverty from your bloodline, step one is stop looking at poverty as a standalone spirit or the enemy you're going after, because it's not. It's just a distraction to keep you from finding out who the actual real enemy is. Now, if you like this episode, and this episode is giving you something to think about and you want to go deeper, type in episode 2 in the comments so we can get the ball rolling and start eliminating poverty once and for all. Again, I am Serene. I am your money navigator. And what I do is I help you go from point A to point Z with God so you can live in the fullness of God's financial plan for your life. And that part of that plan is eradicating poverty. I love you. See you next episode.